All right. Back in here with Liberty and Justice. Um, Back with you for the video. This guy right here, he is being detained by officers. He got pulled over for some headlights. Video kind of gets into the context and kind of explains a little bit to you. I just let it play for you. Here we go. Are you gonna sign the ticket? Well, yeah, I have to sign the ticket, but I don't have to give you my social phone. I'm not giving you any other information other than what I'm giving you. You're not going to give me a phone number? I'm not legally required to give you one. I'd like to be on my way. Is that okay? I've given him everything he needs, man. I just want to be on my way. He's ran my information. I'm assuming I came back clean, did I not? So what's the holdup? Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. Today's story was submitted by a viewer named Mr. Brewer. Shout out to Lackluster video. Lackluster, you know. Streetlights. He installed high-powered LED headlights on his truck. On a recent evening, good channel he was driving home, and to be courteous of his neighbors, I'm sorry. Let me go back just a little bit so y'all can hear this. So what's the holdup? Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. Today's story was submitted by a viewer named Mr. Brewer. His residence is located in a rural area, and because there are no streetlights, he installed high-powered LED headlights on his truck. On a recent evening, he was driving home, and to be courteous of his neighbors and other drivers, he shut off his headlights and was using the vehicle's running lights to illuminate his path. But no good deed goes unpunished, and not long into his travels, he was pulled over by a uniformed officer of the Hanceville Police Department. Aware that he had violated the Alabama Motor Vehicles and Traffic Code, he didn't argue the citation. It was only when the officer asked Mr. Brewer's wife, the passenger, for her identification that he challenged the officer's fishing expedition by refusing to identify. The officer returned to his vehicle to write a citation, and now that the traffic stop had gotten weird, Mr. Brewer begins recording. Your driver's license and insurance number, okay? What is it your phone number? I'm not going to give you that, man. You're not going to give me the phone number? I'm not legally required to give you my phone number. I've given you everything I'm legally required to give. Give us your social security number. I'm not legally required to give you that. You can't. Hold up. Now this right here is something that I'm totally lost on. It's completely just I'm totally confused. Uh, you know, I think maybe I've had a couple of officers maybe ask me about a phone number or something. You know, if I'm getting a ticket or but social security number. Uh, Man, never in my entire life have I ever known an officer to ask for a social security number at a traffic stop. Uh, I mean, for social security number, you know, for anything. I mean, nobody. I don't give a damn who you are. Nobody is supposed to know your social security number, and nobody has a right to demand anybody that they provide their social security number. And what in the hell? First off, what in the hell does he need his social security number for? I mean, what does he need it for? That makes no sense at all. Phone number and social security number should be irrelevant to this situation. Period. Point blank. No, and the guy's right. He doesn't have to provide that, and he does a good job of doing what what he needed to do, and and that is standing up for his rights and knowing his rights, knowing what to say to these officers. Because nowadays, man, it doesn't matter if you're white, black, blue, green. I mean, 10, it doesn't matter. 10, 80, 50, 40 years old, rich, poor, it doesn't matter. If you do not know your rights when it comes to dealing with the police, there's no question about it. You will get manipulated and ran through and done so dirty that you just you will never recover for it. You never recover from it. Many of people have been through that. So, man, if you're listening, hey, learn your rights, educate yourself, educate the people around you. These things must be known because these officers are steadily getting away with these things, and it's not right. Um, you know, whenever you're dealing with a good officer and when you're not dealing with a good officer, and they know who they are, and if they don't, well, they'll soon enough find out when they come across the right one. You know what I mean? Um, it's just it's absurd, man. The 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 unaccountability of police misconduct is just absurd, and we're still paying out money. We're still paying out money, our tax dollars, paying out settlements to these victims for the police misconduct, and the police don't pay nothing. Couple weeks off work, yeah, vacation, yeah, cool. Come back to work, everything's hunky dory. We gotta stop doing this, people. We got to open our eyes, man. It's it's crazy. It's crazy. They don't need your social security number, regardless. No matter what they tell you, no matter how they tell you, no matter what kind of threats they give you, never, ever, ever give your social security number to anybody. Anybody, man, like that, man. Unless you're going and applying for social security or you're applying for a job or something like, you don't need to give nobody nothing like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything that officer needed was right there on that driver's license and that insurance paper and registration. Other than that, you ain't got to say nothing to him. And he don't need to ask no questions, or he can ask all he wants, but you ain't got to answer no questions. You ain't got to tell him nothing. He got what he needed, write the ticket, gone away. You know what I'm saying? And this, I kind of disagree with the guy that's in this video here because the fact that he rolls his window down, man, and I don't agree with that because of the simple fact that an officer will say that he smells weed or smells alcohol. Now listen to this. They can say that, and that gives them probable cause. Period. Point blank, right there, in the door. No ifs, ands, buts about it. That's all I got to do. I smell marijuana. Oh, that gives me a probable cause to search a vehicle. But sir, I don't smell like marijuana. There's no marijuana. I'm not smoking marijuana. I don't understand where you're getting that smell from. I don't drink. I've had it happen to me. Said I smell like alcohol. Dude, I don't even drink. I don't drink. That's funny, man. Because I don't drink. How am I going to smell like alcohol for what I don't freaking drink, dude? I went to jail. Yeah, it happens, man. And you know what? It's my word against theirs. And who are they going to listen to? Not you. That is for sure. They're going to take his word over yours. So even if they never found any weed, no drugs, if they never found anything, because they wanted to search your vehicle, they searched your vehicle. And now, because of all this, and you got hyped up, oh, well, now, oh, now you're going to jail for obstruction or something, you know? That's just the way they do it, man. You got to learn how these cops are manipulating you, man. And, shout out to the good cops, man. You know what I mean? There's a couple of them. There's a few of them, you know what I mean? And, but hey, few and far between, I think. Um, because, hey, anyway, let's get on with this video. I'm giving you everything I'm legally required to give you, and I'm not going to answer any more questions.
Mr. Brewer has now refused to provide his phone number and social
Shout out to
security number to
Lackluster.
the officer during a lawful traffic stop. You are required to provide your driver's license, registration, and insurance, but most departments will ask you for more identifying information.
I've
Typically, their
never had an
ticketing system
officer
has
ask me for
fields
my
that the
number or my
department
social
trains
security
their
number.
officers to fill out. Often, this includes a phone number and social security number. However, neither are required by law. Furthermore, passengers do not need to identify themselves unless they are suspected of criminal
Yes,
activity
yes.
or are receiving
Yeah,
citations such as a
that's also another point. if you're driving and you get pulled over, the passenger has no requirement of showing ID. The passenger has done nothing wrong. Now, if you get pulled over and you get pulled out and you're going to jail or something like that, then maybe that will open up that door, open up that avenue. But at that point in time in this video here, this officer is asking the passenger for ID. No, that is irrelevant because it has nothing to do with her. The stop, or you know what I mean? Like, passenger has nothing to do with it. The passenger wasn't driving. He didn't commit a crime. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Just stop, man. I mean, do y'all police officers like just do this on purpose, just to like mess with people, like kind of pick at people or something? I mean, I don't understand because any law enforcement, unless you're dumb, should know that you don't give your social security number out to nobody. Come on, man, really? But yet you're gonna ask citizens for their social security number. You have got to be one dumb son of a. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Man. Wake up. Wake up, people.
Some officers see this challenge to their authority as suspicious, rather than realizing it is just a citizen exercising their Fourth Amendment rights. In this case, the officer sees the authority check as threatening, and even though the ticket is written, ready to be signed, and the traffic stop ended, he calls for another unit.
Yeah.
Alright, well, are you going to sign the ticket? Well, yeah, I have to sign the ticket, but I don't have to give you my social phone number, man. I'm not required to do that. Okay, well, but you can take me to jail if I don't sign the ticket, so I have to sign the ticket. Yeah, you obviously know that, right? Yes, I know that. I have to sign the ticket, okay, but I'm not giving you any other information other than what I give you. You're not going to give me a phone number? I'm not legally required to give you one. I'm not going to give you anything I'm not legally required to give you. I've given you everything I'm legally required to give you. I've done everything I'm legally required to do. I'd like to be on my way. Is that okay? All right, well, I need you to sign this. That's okay. I will sign that.
He's already signed it. What is taking so long? I just ripped apart. No, 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 out of there. There he goes. He starts to hand it to him, and then he stops. Look. Right, right in his hand. Right in his freaking hand, man. And he pulls it away and walks away, goes back to his car.
The officer returns to his vehicle again.
Ooh, I'd be heated right there, boy. I can tell he is too.
He was fixing to give me a ticket, and he got a call on the radio and nailed it back to his car.
He didn't get no call on the radio.
They're not. That's a violation of federal law. They can't ask you for your social. They can't demand it. They can ask you.
They can ask you whatever they want to ask you. You know what I'm saying? Legally, but legally, you don't have to answer a freaking thing. Not a damn thing.
A few minutes
License,
pass,
registration, insurance.
What's up? What's going on, man? I'd like to get my ticket and be on the way. He said he was writing me a time. He was literally handing me the ticket, and he went back on his car. I don't know how old it is, man. Listen, I don't know. I've been here for 20 minutes. I done signed the ticket. I gave him everything I'm legally required. Yeah, I've given him everything he needs, man. I just want to be on my way.
All right. I mean, I don't understand what the big deal is. Just give the damn ticket, man. What the hell?
He asked for my wife's ID, and I told him she's not legally required to ID, but she's not. And then he asked, hold on, then he asked me for my social. That's federal law. He can't demand my social from me. That's a violation of federal law.
No.
That the scope of his authority stops at me. I'm the driver. It doesn't matter what the state is and what the ID law is.
There you go.
She has to commit a crime, or you have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a
Amen.
crime in order to get her ID.
Amen.
She's a passenger in the vehicle.
Full shizzle.
He pulled me over for
Now, hike it on back to your car.
He's written me my ticket. I'd like to be on my way. He's ran my information. I'm assuming I came back clean, did I not? So what's the holdup? I'd like to be on my way. I'm good. Then we're good, right? I'd like to be on my way. So I'm free to go. Thank you. Y'all have a good evening.
The phrase stop and ID state has been wildly misinterpreted over the years, leading some to believe that there is a state in the US that allows officers to identify anyone they want with absolutely no reason. The
No.
truth is, many states have stop and identify statutes. However, a stop and ID state still requires reasonable articulable suspicion, probable cause, or a lawful traffic stop to forcibly identify someone. The sheer ignorance of the officer believing he can identify someone just because shows how authoritarian law enforcement has become. He obviously didn't research the ID laws of his state. He was likely trained by another gravely misinformed officer. What's worse than their lack of education is their belief that not only can they randomly ID people, but that they should be allowed to do it. It goes against the tenets of the Fourth Amendment and the oaths they swore, and is stupendously un-American. Please remember to always film from the moment you are stopped. If you can't remember to hit record, get a dash cam. A big thanks to Mr. Brewer for submitting this video. Leave him a message of support down below, and please share this video. It greatly helps the channel. Thanks for watching. If you have a video you'd like me to review, email it or send it in via Facebook Messenger. You can also view this and other content on my website. If you're new here, subscribe for future content. If you've been around for a while, remember to like,
Subscribe
share,
to
and comment
Lackluster,
down
man.
below what you
Subscribe
think
to
of this
Lackluster.
interaction.
He's done
Shirts
some
and
good work out
LEDs
there
are
spreading
available at the
awareness.
Teespring store linked below. Channel membership start at just $1 if you'd like to further support the channel and get a slick like logo next to your name. I'll
Join
see
up,
you
man.
in
He's
the
a
next
good guy,
video.
man.
All
He's
links
letting it be
are down
known.
below.
Join the movement. Join the movement. Thank you for listening. And until next time, peace.